The federal government's announced a review into whether multicultural communities are getting a fair deal in Australia. The Federation of Ethnic Communities Council's national conference has heard Australia is becoming more ethnically diverse.
Delegates are concerned multicultural communities aren't receiving enough attention. The federal government acknowledges migrants have been undervalued and haven't always had a fair go.
Multiculturalism was first adopted in Australia as an intrinsic part of government policy in the 1970s. This policy reflected a move away from the idea of cultural assimilation and towards more inclusive celebration of all cultures. Elder speaks about the limitations of multiculturalism, where migrants aren't being given equal opportunities. She suggests immigrants are being placed at the bottom of the Australian social scape, socially and economically. Today it is the Anglo-Australian that arguably still controls the ethnicity of migrants in this country. WISE uses ethnographic fieldwork and empirical data in the form of face-to-face interviews in an ethnically diverse Sydney suburb to show how, although Australia is considered a multicultural society, there is still ethnic discrimination evident, contributing to feelings of isolation. The core of our research will be to look at the interrelations between ethnicity, race and multiculturalism and the roles they play among society. As Ginger M reports, there is a need for researchers to delve deeper into stratification, diversity and equality in culture to realise the interrelationships among them. So we aim to look deeper into these issues and topics. The concept of ethnicity is still misunderstood in contemporary society and is a critical social problem that is continually being debated in sociology. Pakulski and Tranter found that 75% of Australians believed ethnic groups should assimilate into Australian society, whereas 25% believed different ethnic groups should maintain their cultures, highlighting the need to clarify the meaning of this concept. Our aim is to educate the wider society about the true meaning of ethnicity and how multiculturalism should be further embraced to alleviate racial tensions inherent in past and current society. For example,
it started out as a show of numbers by locals wanting to protect Cronulla. But by mid-afternoon, it had turned into scenes not seen before in Sydney. Angry mobs fuelled by alcohol turning on individuals because of their ethnic background.
You go home, you fucking filthy cunts, because we're going to fuck you up next time, you understand that?
A lot of the youth was saying that, well, is this what people think about us? Is this how they thought about us? We knew there was racism, but we never knew it was to this extent.
Our plan is to construct a documentary showing how ethnicity has evolved in Australia, the misconceptions about multiculturalism and race, and the tensions between different ethnic groups and Anglo-Australians. We are doing this by incorporating previous research into our knowledge on the issue and using the qualitative and quantitative data we have gathered from our research. We expect to find economic disparities between different ethnicities, a lack of social mobility, and racism and tension among different ethnic groups.